Hello, it's a bit of a wet Saturday in Shetland. I'm going to go mountain biking today. I was originally going to go kayaking instead. We're surrounded by water, it's an island, but it's just a bit wet and miserable for that, so I thought I'd cover myself in mud instead. I'm going to go to Muckle Row, which is just to the north of where I live in 8th Shetland. Quick drive. And the reason why I'm going to Muckle Row is the trails are pretty hard pack. They hold up really well to rain. You can get away with it. A lot of the trails in Shetland are quite boggy. They're kind of peat-based soils, and they're pretty awful when it gets really wet. They're hard enough on a couple of dry days in summer. They're impossible on a wet day. They're just too soft. And there's nothing really to be had in the way of enjoyment going on them. So Muckle Row's pretty cool. It's its own little island, beautiful place, great scenery, and hopefully I can do that a little bit of justice in this vlog. I'll show you on a map just over here where Muckle Row is. Hopefully that works. And yeah, feel free to comment or ask questions if you want to know anything more about Muckle Row. I'll do my best to answer any mountain biking related questions, and I'll try and answer anything not mountain bike related. Most of the roads are single track here, so you've got to be on your toes a little bit when you're driving, but they're okay. The traffic's pretty quiet, nothing really to complain about. It's very rare you'll see a pothole in Shetland too, so it's great for road cycling and all that stuff too. So I'll speak to you shortly once I get to Muckle Row, and I'll show you some of the trails. Hopefully it's not too wet and muddy when we get there. Okay, so it's a bit wet, it's not the best conditions in the world, but we're here, and let's go for it. Looks like the sun's starting to come through, which is awesome. So this is an experimental route. It's part of the game when you're in Shetland looking to put mountain bike trails together. And I found a dead end. As you can see, it's very dead. The roads come to an end. That's why they call it dead ends. And I'm pretty much in the middle of nowhere. I think my only hope is to get to the top of this crest over here. I know that there's a road that runs along the side there, and the plan is effectively to join onto that road and get down to the Hamza Row. So we'll have a little look, hopefully it pans out. So I'll see if I can talk, but it looks like there is quite a crude sort of trail type thing. A lot of guys on trails bikes come up here. Big mention to Brian Gray. I suspect I'm probably on one of their little trails, which has made my life a bit easier to try and navigate. We'll see. I'm just looking for something that looks like a rideable path that will take me down to that road. I think I see something, so I'll go for that. So you do just want to take it easy when you're going through stuff like this, because it hides all sorts of horrid things that will try and kill you. It'll be the first time I've found it. Submerged rock and fogs and all sorts of weird stuff. Also, don't assume the ground is firm when you go over it. Sometimes it might just look like boggy mud,
but it's more like a hole, like so. Be ready for your front wheel sinking when you go over it. Also try and keep your front wheel light. It's easier said than done, but it helps just stopping the bike from burying itself when you hit an obstacle, which you will very often do. Okay, so that was dead easy. And that's us onto some firm ground after a interesting descent. It's all part of the adventure. Hi guys. Never gets old. Easy does it. So I gave you Muckle Row. These are the hams of Muckle Row, and they're just awesome. Really, really, really nice little place. You can actually see the glaciers have flattened the tops of everything around here. It's a bit more obvious when you use the drone to kind of image it. Obviously when you're higher up you can get a much better perspective. But it's a really, really cool place. And you always see little things like these old, the ruins of a croft, and kind of blows your mind that people used to live here. I wonder what it must have been like. Just amazing. We're in the middle of nowhere.